Hey everybody, Beardo here with more Modern Age Batman comics to share with you all. Before we get started with today's haul of comics, I do want to make a quick announcement to stick around for the end of this video because I will officially be giving away the Dark Knight Dark City 100-page spectacular. I posted this competition about a week ago and said we'd follow up a week later. That video was posted on Wednesday, so you basically had till the end of the day last night to wrap that up, and we will be drawing winners today. I've got all your names ready in this little bag here, so we will be doing that at the end of the video. In the meantime, let's talk Batman, because after all, this is the modern age history of Batman we're talking about, right? Alright, so yesterday, we wrapped up with the Spectre and Batman. I just want to briefly revisit that two-issue story arc in issues 540 and 541. The reason I want to mention it one last time here is because I forgot this issue is actually the first appearance of Vesper Fairchild. Now, those of you who know Batman's greater history, you'll know that she has a pretty important role to play, if not a posthumous role, we'll say, later on down the line in the Batman story of the modern age. So I just wanted to do a quick shout out to her. This is her first appearance here in 540, and then the Spectre storyline wrapped up in 541. Now, for today's books, we're pretty much going to be wrapping up the Doug Moench, Kelley Jones run on Batman. Doug Moench does have a few more issues after this, but it's all Cataclysm and Road to No Man's Land, all that fun stuff. So this is pretty much where the Doug Moench-centric stories are going to kind of wrap up, and this is the last we'll see of Kelley Jones on Batman at the end of this video. So, let's kick it right off here with 542. Yet another villain of the week, you know it. This is Batman versus a homicidal maniac known as Somebody. Best part about this story arc probably is the cover for 542. Nothing super crazy spectacular. I do feel it's important for me to kind of discuss this in a little bit more detail because I know there has been some fair criticism of my reviews of late, just talking about how, you know, villains of the week like Somebody here in 542 and 543, you know, it's kind of a lost art having a villain of the week, one-off stories, and that we should really do more of that. And I want to sort of go on record and say that I'm absolutely in agreement with that. Like, that is something that we definitely don't see enough of in comics. However, when you have someone like Batman, he's got so many different titles, it's nice to have an arc to see his character kind of evolving and going to new places, which you don't get really nearly enough of in the Doug Moench, Kelley Jones stories. It is very strictly villain of the week and nothing more, nothing less. The other thing is, they were just on the book for so long. You know, I mean, this is like, what, 4 years of nothing but Doug Moench, Kelley Jones, writing and inking and whatever for Batman. And while their take was fun for a while, it's just one of those things where it just went on for way too long. And I feel like it was just kind of the easy way out. So anyway, that's kind of my defense of why, you know, I get a little bit annoyed with these issues. I know there are some big Doug Moench, Kelley Jones fans out there. Certainly don't mean to belittle your run. It's one of those, if you pick up any one of these arcs, they're generally a lot of fun to read, with the exception of just a few. However, if you're sitting down reading all of the modern age, this really stands out as, for me at least, kind of a low point. Anyway, having said that, I do want to jump right into issue 544, which is another one of those sort of magic tie-ins. DC tying in their magic characters to the Batman and kind of, you know, bringing him into sort of the Justice League Dark territory, if you will, if you don't mind the New 52 reference there. Now, this is probably my favorite of all of these. This is a demon appearance. Not only is this fun because, hey, it's a Jack Kirby creation, what could be better? Not only does Kelley Jones art really fit this particular team-up fairly well, but it's not necessarily a team-up with Batman and the Demon, as much as it's a three-way whatever. That came out really wrong. I'm sorry. You can poke fun at me in the comments below. Anyway, this is a three-way story with the Joker. Abracadabra, Alakazam, the Joker and the Demon are after the Bat. So, kind of a fun team up there with the Joker and the Demon. Makes the story a little bit more fun. Obviously, it's always a little more fun when the Joker's around. You definitely want to use the Joker sparingly, but when he does show up, I always enjoy it. So anyway, his little story wrapped up there in issue 546. 547, we have a Genesis tie-in. Don't know a whole lot about this book, don't care to know because I never read Genesis. So another one of those DC tie-in books that are just kind of lost on me. They just kind of fill space on my shelf. Moving forward, we've got a short little Penguin 2-issue appearance, just kind of your typical Penguin story. The cover to issue 549 is actually just a big mugshot of the Penguin. DC had a whole sort of, you know, editorial mandate this particular month where, you know, it was all just close-ups of particular characters. I think Batman himself actually appeared on the cover of Detective, but I'm not 100% sure about that. If you look in his hat here, you can actually see Batman kind of in the reflection on his top hat, which is a little strange. It makes a little more sense for him to be reflected in his monocle there. Alright, next up, we have another one-shot story. This is the first appearance of Chase. Now, those of you guys who think the name Chase is familiar, this is her right here, and yes, it is the Chase that you know from Batwoman. This is actually co-illustrated by J.H. Williams III, and it's intended really as a launching point for the Chase ongoing series. Yes, she did have her own ongoing series in the late 90s. I don't know if she appeared anywhere else besides sort of here and in that ongoing series, but basically they gave J.H. Williams the reins way back then. He came up with this character named Chase. They launched her in the Batman book, and then she went off on her own series for, I think, probably 11 issues before that series basically died. Kind of one of those lost short DC runs of the late 90s. Now, that's a series that I've been wanting to read. I just ordered it off mycomicshop.com, so I'm kind of excited to check those out. For those of you guys who have read Chase, let me know what you think down below, because I'm curious to know what I'm getting into. Alright, now time for the big wrap-up of the Doug Moench, Kelley Jones team on Batman. Yes, they concluded their very long run in issues 551 and 552, in which Batman basically fights neo-Nazis, and he has a pairing with, this time around, the Ragman. Now, my favorite my favorite Kelley Jones cover has probably got to be the one for issue 552, his very last cover on Batman, and that is Quilt Batman. This is awesome. I wish this was an action figure. Alright, so anyway, these are all the books we're going to look at today, folks. Hope you enjoyed. I'm excited to move on to sort of greener pastures with Cataclysm and Aftershock, but of course that is a video for another time. Now, for the conclusion of this video, we have got to raffle off our Dark Knight Dark City 100-page spectacular. One of you lucky winners is in this bag. Let's find out who it is. Not looking as I reach inside the bag. James Crowder, 77, you are the winner of the Dark Knight Dark City 100-page spectacular. Congratulations. I know you are a big Batman fan, and I know that you will enjoy this. So, congratulations, and be sure to personal message me your address so I can get this shipped off to you. I'll be honest, you can ask Ghost Critic, I'm not the best at shipping packages off on time, but I'm going to do my best to get it shipped off as soon as you get me that address. So, PM me, let me know, and congratulations. Thank you everyone who participated, by the way. It was a lot of fun reading through those comments. Alright, this is Beardo signing off for now, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. You know it. Bye-bye.